Hello everybody, RobotVice here. Today I'm going to be doing a full Earth Spirit commentary video.
10 seconds remain.
This was actually from an in-house match played in a 5 to 6 or 5 to 7K league called RIL, Redditors Inhouse League.
Radiant team back.
And basically in this league, I just wanted to see how good I could play Earth Spirit at a higher level. So I started just asking the captain to pick him first for me every single game, and luckily this guy Dare Fangay, he and I we meshed a little bit when we played, and he was always the captain because he was like top 5 or whatever in the league, and he always drafted me Earth Spirit.
10 seconds remaining.
So I went on a nice little win streak there. I got up to 5th place in the league.
Remaining.
And then I kind of just stopped playing, and the league died down when that new Face It NA Challenger League came out, which I'm not playing in because it costs money, and I'm trying to make money right now, so I'm not trying to spend money on playing Dota. You know what I mean? That's kind of my thought process on it, at least. I'll just skip through the draft here. Anyways, they first picked me Earth Spirit.
10 seconds. Radiant team. Dire team pick. 10. Dire team pick. Dire team pick. 10 seconds remaining. Radiant team.
Okay. So let me start at the beginning here. Here I am, and someone requested I do a player perspective, so I will be doing it. You'll see me do this with Earth Spirit sometimes when I know the enemy doesn't have a lot of stuns. I saw the Night Stalker showing top, so I actually rolled in and went for the kill. And she skilled Shadow Strike here, and I was like, oh god, I think she's going to kill me, so I didn't want to risk it if like one of the enemy players was running around, and it looks like Dazzle was heading that way, and who knows what would have happened, but anyways, I always go in there and steal the rune, and I have a TP scroll if I need to TP out. And I only do that if the enemy team is lacking some stuns. So don't be afraid to use your boulders early in the game, or your stones early in the game to get out of the base or get back to base faster. You're not going to use that many stones until you're level 6. You're probably not going to use more than 3 stones in a fight if you're using them efficiently before level 6, in my opinion. So right here, they're going on him. I'm like, all right, we can turn this. I'm coming mid right now. So I roll in on this guy. I do have an Orb of Venom, and I get my mid first blood right away. So it's funny, after I played these like 7 or 8 Earth Spirit games, every single time anybody played against me, the first phase ban was Earth Spirit. It was just kind of funny. And then they started picking me Phoenix off lane, and then second phase they'd ban Phoenix. So I see him here, I'm just like, alright, I'll just roll on him, pressure him a little bit, force him to blink maybe. But he ends up not blinking away this turn. This still gets some good damage, and this guy's cool with me now because I got him first blood, so I'm sapping experience to level 2. The big thing with Earth Spirit, a huge challenge, is getting to level 6. And you'll see with my style of Earth Spirit, I don't get very many CS. I'm very like, I'm all about getting hero kills. And that's the way I farm my items. And you'll see me very rarely you'll see me farming in a lane, but every once in a while I'll do it just for like a minute or two, just to get some like recovery gold. So I'm just keeping an eye on mid here. I have a Zeus and a Sven in the bottom lane against a Nature's Prophet, and Sven matches up pretty well against Nature's Prophet, so I'm kind of just waiting on mid right now, waiting for the Night Stalker to come gank. I see this invis here. I go ahead and roll in there to make sure I get it. Rune control is really important in higher level games, just because the runes can be game changing. You know, these 1 or 2 kills in the beginning of the game can decide the outcome of the entire game. So right here, I'm like, can we kill this guy? When you get, I think I was telling him, I kind of remember this actually pretty well. He ended up getting the courier killed there, and I'm like, all right, are you about to get level 4? And it looks like he's about to get level 4 here. So I'm like, all right, you get level 4, and then I'm gonna roll in, and you can just Dragon Tail. And I was just waiting on him to get level 4. It's all about patience, being in the right place at the right time. So I'm waiting behind this guy. I would go ahead and roll in. I miss my roll. I get the stone kick into the Dragon Tail, and we end up getting just enough damage to take it.
There is tranquility in death.
I'm going to be eating my dinner while we're watching this, by the way, just because I've been just streamed for almost 11 hours, and I'm making you guys a commentary video now, so I'm taking this time to eat. It's about 2:30 in the morning, but I got you guys, don't worry. The idea with this channel is I want everybody just to, like, I just want it to be like a chill, like, you know, it doesn't matter what MMR you are, if you like the game and you can appreciate good moments and, you know, skillful play, then my stream and my YouTube's pretty cool for you, you know? I give you highlights of the best plays, and, you know, it's a little bit unique, but I feel like, so I see him dying here. I'm waiting for Quap to blink in so I can smash. So I'm waiting. I see Quap blink in. She smashes. She goes over here. I get sprouted. I roll boulder, and I end up killing the Quap there. We see the Dazzle low HP. I'm like, all right, I don't have enough. My skills are on cooldown. We can't kill this Nature's Prophet, so let's go after this Dazzle. And he gets the final auto. So we're up 4-1.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I do love playing her. I do love playing Earth Spirit though. He's just so much fun. He's a lot like Techies to me, just because I feel like I almost can control the game, like the tempo of the game. So here, I started doing this recently on Earth Spirit. I don't know how productive it is, but I kind of just wait and pool my gold for the first few minutes and see if I can get enough for an urn right before 5 minutes, and I'll just send out a straight urn. Gives you a little mana regen, and then those charges, earlier in the game, the better those urn charges are. So the earlier you have it, the better. So I roll in here, get the smash, I'm like, oh shit, this is bad. See Prophet TPing. Bat Rider ends up going in here. Backs off. I'm like, alright, I'm coming. There's a Dazzle just running right back. I'm not sure what he's doing. I know I don't have enough mana for... You need 150 for a roll and a kick. I see this guy. They get up to the shrine. I wait for the void. And then as soon as they uses that void, you got to realize if you take a look at that enemy team, as soon as that void's used, for at least the first like 20 minutes of the game, they don't have another way of stopping a teleport scroll, okay? So you need to like look at these heroes at the beginning of the game and identify like how many stuns there are. And then what I do is I associate them with the hero colors, okay? So I'll be on the I don't really like click on the mini-map too much to look places. I use keys for that, but what I'm very good about being aware. I always have my eye, the peripheral of my left eye, on the mini-map in the bottom left, okay? That's just how you have to learn to play this game if you want to have the best map awareness possible. I catch people laying lane wards in the top lane up here sometimes just because they pop into tower vision for literally 0.1 second. And just because I like know what this map looks like, I know what the map looks like when there's nothing on it. I know what it looks like when it's dark. So it's dark. And then when this pops up, I'm able to identify that immediately. So having good awareness of the minimap is so important in this game. So I'm running down bottom here. They're starting to set up a gank on Sven. I'm kind of like, alright, Sven's definitely going to die here. I roll in, get a two-man smash, and I end up getting the silence a little bit late on the Dazzle for the grave. But it doesn't matter. I end up slapping them both down for a double kill, and I'm going crazy. I'm a really hyper player. Like, once I get a couple kills, I'm always like, where's the next guy? Where's the next guy? I just like, that's the way I like to play Dota. It's like, putting fear into the enemies, you know what I mean? So I get a nice bottle charge here. I'm like, alright, I can roll under the squab if I see her for just a second. I'm not sure what they're doing in here. Looks like Quap has invis, and we actually have a sentry ward mid, so we do see her. I'm like, and I mess up here. I was going to try to kick her back in the sentry range, but I messed up, so I didn't even bother using a stone. Sunner Silencer here, and I think she ends up getting away. And I'm crazy, so I'm still rolling after her, just because I understanding where she is. Zeus ends up ulting her and finishing it though, so take her out. 7-4. I'm 4-0 at this point. I'm doing pretty well. 0 CS at 8 minutes, but 4-0 and 2.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
A true roamer. I don't know what it is about Dota. It's just... Dota's just so beautiful that in every game, even if you play the same hero, every game is a little bit different, you know? And that's one reason I'm starting to see that this patch, I'm starting to lose that feeling. That's why I'm kind of taking a break from ranked for a while. Just because this patch is starting to get really stale for me.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't remember if I failed to stack or not, but I tried.
Haste.
I roll in here. I get the kickoff here. I'm like, alright, we need another silence. Bam, get the urn charge. Into the fire breath. Easy kill. Nature's Prophet finishes the TP here. Trying to find some music for the background really quick, guys. I apologize.
Are fortified.
So we end up getting the kill on the tower there. I'm not sure how. They were both trying to
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The seeds of fortune.
So somebody said they want to see the net worth chart. So this is me on the net worth with 0 CS. And this is a pretty high like MMR game. There's some 7K players in here. So I have magnetized. I got a clarity on. I'm ready to go in. I'm like, come on team, let's go, let's go. Like we can force down this tower. So my standard build is Urn, Oov, into Tranquil Boots, Magic Wand if you got the money, and into typically a Blink Dagger right away is usually my first purchase. If my team, and maybe a Veil if my team doesn't have a Veil builder. I don't play it like a defensive Earth Spirit though. The way I play is all about damage. I end up going in here, getting a stone, another stone there, and I'm like, alright, that's enough to kill him. So, nice little solo kill there, a little help from Zeus. But
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
So remember with Earth Spirit, and with any hero really, this is more about, not really necessarily about the hero, it's more about your playstyle, okay? So remember that the Fog of War
Dire's top tower
is probably one of the most like challenging like parts of the game to understand completely, and understanding vision of towers and vision of creeps and staying outside of that vision. And that's what I do with Earth Spirit, is I just kind of stay in the fog and I wait for my opportunity, and I always catch my opponents by surprise. And that's kind of what that's the idea with the heroes. You can counter initiate, you can initiate. I rarely,
What have we here?
unless a hero is right on top of me, you will rarely see me kick a boulder at somebody, like a boulder smash, to stun somebody. You'll rarely see me kick it from a distance, okay? You'll always see me roll in first. Unless I'm like low on stones and I'm kicking a, you know, there's always scenarios where that won't be the case, but this hero is a lot of fun, guys. If you haven't played him yet, he's hard to get the hang of at first, but I promise you, once you hit your first few spells, you'll be hooked, okay? Like being able to pull off these like 4-man stun, 4-man silences is just, there's nothing. And then once you get Aghanim Scepter, once you get good enough, you can start using Aghanim Scepter and using the Enchant Revenant, which you'll see me use, I believe, in this game as well. So look at me here. I'm not floating out by the creeps, okay? I'm not sitting up here waiting on the creep wave trying to get last hits. These last hits aren't important because we don't have vision of the enemy heroes. Staying in the fog and staying out of enemy sight is what the game's all about. The game's all about vision and who can take advantage of having more vision.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So Batrider's getting chased down here. We're like, alright, he's fucked. He just died. We're like, alright, we'll just take this tower.
Bottom tower is under attack.
I'm not sure why he popped God Strength there. I'm not a Sven player. I'm not sure what that's all about. Just playing our spirit.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But, so we're starting to fall off a little bit here just because we have 1 CS. And, you know, we're doing pretty well for a support at 14 minutes, you know, almost level 9. And that's one thing to keep in mind with Earth Spirit, guys. You probably saw me, like, this game there was a lot of action, but some games there's not so much action. And you need to level, okay? You can go around and get the bounty runes, but you need to find experience somewhere. You need to get to at least level 3 so you can be useful. And you'll see my skill build. Sometimes most of the time I'll go 2-1-0 at level 3. So I'll have 2 in Boulder Smash, 1 in Rolling Boulder, just for that extra stun duration and extra damage. Early, the silence, like, it's great, but just initially, it just depends on the game. If I'm playing against a Queen of Pain, I'll probably go 1-1-1. Someone like a Puck, I'll probably go 1-1-1. But if I'm not playing against those heroes, I will probably go 2-1-0 on Earth Spirit, just for the damage and being able to put out that damage. Yeah. So my team's progressing well. Dragon Knight's on top of farm, which is pretty rare. Sven's right behind this Bloodseeker. I'm just floating around here waiting for something to happen. I get bored a lot, so you'll see me always clicking around. I'm gonna try to get this farm right here. I'm like, alright, this is my chance to get my second CS in the game. We end up getting some CS here, feeling nice. I'm waiting to get vision of them. I'm just backing up for a second, trying to figure out what's going on in the game. I'm like, alright, my team's fighting top, I gotta get up there. They're going on this Bloodseeker, who is like this, they're the opponent's only hope, so... Well, not the only hope, but you know what I mean. He's their highest farmer, so they're obviously gonna try to TP and save him. So I gotta make sure I'm up there as a support player. So they end up, I'm not sure what they were thinking here. They're like, alright, I think I can go back in. I get my Magnetize off. I end up getting the stun onto the Dazzle, and then he was gonna, I end up silent. I saw the Dazzle right here. I just predicted the stone. So we end up, let's see here. Let's go back a little bit. Let's go back and watch it in slow motion. Free kick. Okay, so the Dazzle's here. I roll in. I see the Queen of Pain. I kick this way because I know that's where their heroes are coming from. I get the Dazzle. I notice that I get the Dazzle, so I come back over here. I lay another stone to silence him, and I reactivate the Magnetize onto these two. And I just... Another 2-man stun there. She ends up getting the grave there. My silence is on cooldown. We end up destroying him right there. And Bloodseeker comes in here, and I'm just hanging around. I have no stones right now, but I'm in it for the... I'm in it, so... I'm like, oh shit, he's actually gonna kill him. I go to kick a stone, I fucking miss. Pull it back. So, I guess we're at the level 10 talent here, so you'll see my skill build. I will always go 4-0-4-1. Okay? I will not get my level 10 talent until a level 11. Just because I think the silence duration and the damage is just so important on this hero over getting 10 more intelligence or 4 armor. So I always get all my skills, or at least my Q and my E, max, and then I will get my town, and I'll always get the level 10 or the 10 intelligence at level 10. It's just very important on this hero to have mana, especially if you're going tranquil boots and not arcane boots. It's just very important. So obviously I'm giving you guys a pretty good gameplay here just because this is probably one of my best matches I've played on Earth Spirit, like as far as in like a competitive game, because once I get my items up, I make some pretty good plays. This game goes on for a little while. They keep fighting. And they're able to GG out at any time in this league, so if they think they're getting stomped too hard, they'll GG out. And I've had a few 15-minute, 20-minute GGs just because I'm just able to roam around and create so much havoc with this hero. So I used to go Veiled most of the time back when you could play Earth Spirit as a position 3. You used to be able to pull creeps into the trees in the off lane before they changed this terrain and then nerfed Earth Spirit. So you couldn't do it anymore, but you used to be able to pull creeps into this right here. Or it was one of these up here, but you can't do it anymore. And now this hero can't be played as an offlaner. So it has to be played as position 4. So I've got my Blink Dagger now. They killed the Zeus and the Dragon Knight there, so they're feeling pretty good. And I want to make some plays. I'm ready. I'm almost level 12. And I've got 5 stones and my Blink Dagger.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
It's daytime now. Sven's coming. And I think they notice what's going on, so I'm like, alright, we gotta go. So I blink, I make sure I get the stun on the Bloodseeker and get my Magnetize off just to secure the kill.
Radiant's middle tower
and I'm up here, I'm like, alright, we can keep going, let's keep going. Because I told you I'm a psycho, that's the way I play. I kick here, get the stun, silence, get the urn. She ends up blinking away here. I am looking to use this stone somehow. So just make sure you're being efficient with your stones, you know what I mean? And I just boulder smash there for a little extra damage, you know, no chaos though. I'm trying to send a message, you know what I mean? That's what it's all about.
Is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So I hope you guys are understanding, like, by watching me play, like the way that I play this hero. Okay, before I go, before I talk more. So my Dragon Knight's in trouble here. My Bat Rider's dead. I keep rolling, get the one man stun, 2-man silence. And I keep going on this Prophet. I roll through, and we end up getting the kill. So this game, I was like, I want a Yule Scepter for the Night Stalker. That's one thing that really messes with an Earth Spirit is just silencers. So if you have a way, I'm like, Sven, you can bait a little bit here. Bait, jump in, magnetize, 2-man smash, and do a 2-man silence. Get the magnetize. She ends up thinks she's getting away from me. I keep rolling in and I kick her into the fountain for the kill. And I'm godlike at 21 minutes in this in-house game.
Middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So Urn of Shadows, I've got all kinds of charges now, so I'm able just to throw them around. I've only got 1 stone, so I need to chill for a minute. I like to wait for Magnetize to take big fights just because it is so good. Not only is it, once you get higher level, it does a shit ton of damage.
The seeds of fortune.
Early, it does a, level 1 at, when you get it at like 10 to 15 minutes, it's pretty good. But it kind of falls off. There's a little little window, I think, at the beginning where it's good, and then it falls off until you get a Veil on the team and get your spell amp at level 20, which I always do. And I've seen a lot of Earth Spirits actually get the 300 health, which I think is good too, but the plus 15% spell amp is a lot. Okay, that's not like, you know, plus 8 on whatever here. I know one hero has like plus 8. I forget which one. Is that Ember? Ember's maybe plus 8 now. But plus 15 is a lot. And oh, Tinker I think is 8. I don't know what the fuck we're listening to right now. This is just like some uncopyrighted shit. I just want to have something in the background. I'll have something better for the next video, but this is all I can come up with right now, just to be quick, so I can come back in here and get you guys back into the action. So I get an Aether Lens. I like Aether Lens on Earth Spirit a whole lot, just because once you get an Aghanim Scepter, it's a lot easier to enchant people because they nerfed it. So you have to be really close to people to enchant Revenant. If you have an Aether Lens, you're able to enchant them from pretty far away, and it makes it a lot easier to grab people or save your teammate. So I'm waiting here. I like to wait for big initiations. I'm a player.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
I love to make the perfect counter initiation. Sven rats bottom here as we're distracting him top.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Well, that could be a tribute.
So I spot the DD rune. I'm like, alright, let's Roshan, and then we can end this game.
What have we here?
I'm gonna pick up my 20th CS of the game in 24 minutes here, but I am 9-0 and 10. I feed my godlike away at some point in this game for sure. Not sure when. So I see my team here. I'm ready to go in. I decide to use my boulder. Double silence and the double stun there. Get my magnetize off. And then use another stone right after you magnetize, okay? Make sure you get it spread around. Because that first magnetize you use only activates on the person next to you, okay? And then use another stone right after just to reactivate it onto everybody so it spreads around. I end up getting ruptured and I get fucked and die, but my team cleans house. And they call a GG here, and I think they end up faking it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think they were like, all right, no, we can give it one last try. Give it one last try. So I'm up in 15 seconds. I'm on my way to this Aghanim Scepter. That's how I like to play Earth Spirit. I don't get the Greaves, I don't get the pipe. Sometimes I'll get a pipe, but if I have my kind of game, I'm gonna get these items right here. Because these are the biggest playmaking items that I can get with the hero.
Dire's top shrine has fallen.
So anyways, this is kind of a little glimpse of the league who feared my Earth Spirit so much. Just a little glimpse of what they got. And there's all kinds of matches that are just like these. Now, this hero seems to be like kind of out of the meta now, but is only picked by players who specialize in the hero. You know what I mean? Like a few teams have like that Earth Spirit player on their team, but I feel like more are starting to develop. But I've watched like Misery's Earth Spirit and things like that, and you know, it's no Jerax, okay? Jerax understands the hero. He understands the hero to its maximum potential. And he also understands the value of the Aghanim Scepter, which a lot of, I think, players in professional matches are scared to get.
That's exact.
Just because they're not sure if they can make that play. But you've seen what it can do in pro matches. And if you get a player behind this hero that knows what they're doing, it should be a first phase ban. Obviously, unless you draft specifically to counter it. I see this here. I'm trying to get a smash. I get a two-man smash, magnetized. I get silenced here, so I'm like, oh shit. Luckily, he's low level. She uses herself. So let's stop and pause for a second, okay? So you saw me use my magnetize on the Quap. She used herself, so it actually purged the magnetize before I could use my stone to spread it around to other people. Because I usually put one in between her and another hero, so I'll place a stone right here if she didn't use herself, but she did. So it purged it off of her, and it allowed, it made it so I couldn't spread it around, which was a really good play by her. And that's why Earth Spirits fear playing against Guardian like supports who get Guardian Greaves like Omni Knight and Abaddon, you know, Tidehunter even. So I'm in here, I'm like, alright, I'll help you out, bro. I get a 3-man stun, 4-man silence. I'm like, alright, I'm fucking dead. We dive a little bit. I don't even think... So we didn't even actually get mid-rack. Oh, but it looks like we turn here. And they're like, alright, we can defend. And they're just fighting. They're just fighting for their life here. They're like, we gotta take them down. So, they still think they're in the game. Fast forward for your guys' sake here. I see the Quap here. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing stealing my rune? She uses, blinks away. She's scared. So I'm like, I'm so close to my Aghanim Scepter team. I'd really like to farm it. So I'm rolling around getting the runes. Trying to cash out on the double bounty runes. If you ever see a bounty rune that's left there, and the odd minute is about to come to an even minute, get that double bounty rune. Don't be scared. Get your ass over there and get that double bounty rune, okay? You get XP, you get gold, there's nothing better. So we end up... Looks like I'm like, alright, I'm ready to go in. They almost killed a Zeus here. And they're trying to take out this, oh, and Quap blinks in. I back off a little bit because I don't want them to initiate on me. I roll in, magnetize, 1-man smash, and then I silence the Dazzle there. I roll forward for some reason, I'm not sure why. Sven's getting taken out of here. She blinks away. I go for this random fucking blind kick because I'm a fucking gamer, okay? You know, I'll waste a stone to try to get that kill all day, to time that perfectly and get that kind of play. I'll do that every single day, man. That's how I play. I told you, I love making plays. That's how Dota is played for me. And I'm really close to my Ags. My team's pushing high ground right now. We end up getting their mid racks, so we have bottom. We have bottom racks. We have the melee bottom and the two barracks middle, and they're still not GGing out. I finished my Ag Scepter, and I'm like, all right, let's go make some plays. This is when I go Super Saiyan. Okay, when I get this Ag Scepter on Earth Spirit. This is where you'll see me at my finest. You'll either see me kicking my teammates into the fountain, or you're going to see me making some sick plays, catching the enemies out of position and sending them way out of position. So we smoke up. I'm like, I'm going to catch somebody. I see the Night Stalker up here on my map. You see a brown dot right now. I see him. I blink in. I Revenant. I kick him back. I'm like, team, Night Stalker's right here. You get the silence from the roll. Get an earn charge on them, and we take them out. And then they're still here, and we have the Zeus thing down. So I'm trying to set up for a double stun. I end up getting it onto the Quap. Come back with the silence. It's Prophet. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking there. I roll in here. I'm out of stones, so I just kick him in there for a little bit more damage. And they call GG. And obviously that's a great game to show. And Retard Squad Victory, I guess, was our name. I didn't know that when I played it. But there's my stats here. Only 43 CS, but involved in 33 kills. So I appreciate everybody watching this video. If you guys made it this far, you know, put a comment down. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys would like more games like this, where, you know, more high competitive games where I can explain to you my thought process and I can give you guys a little philosophy on Dota, then I can do that. Or we can, I mean, you guys just need to let me know what you want here. You guys, I had some good feedback from the last video, so that's why I'm doing something like this. So this is RobotVice, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my Earth Spirit, and I'm hoping to, you know, I'd love to see if, you know, if I get good enough, if I can play competitive. I think this would be a hero you would see me on a lot. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. And if you guys like this channel and you like this video, then please subscribe and check out my stream, which I will put below in the description. You can follow me on Twitter as well, and I'll put that below in the description. Thanks for watching, everybody. See ya.